Hi everyone. So here we're gonna do the demo about lab 7. It's about how to perform geoprocessing in ArcGIS. So before we go to the lab, we go over some basic concepts. It's what's geoprocessing. So it's a geoprocessing. It's about when an action is taken to a data set that results in a new data set being created. So another thing is environment setting, which we have to do before geoprocessing operation. So this is a geoprocessing options that control activities in a map document, such as the extent of outputs, the coordinate system of outputs, or the cell size of outputs. So later I'm gonna show you in the lab, like do step by step. So next we're gonna introduce some geoprocessing operation. So this is a merge and append. So for the append, it's about combine one or more layers of data together with already exist layers. So which we already have that layer and then combine more layer on that layer. So for the merge, it's kind of a little bit different. It's combine two or more layers of data together into a single layer. Here like this, so we're gonna do this step later in the lab too. So here we have incorporate places in Ohio and then non-incorporated places in Ohio. Basically what we have to do, we have to merge those two places layer together, feature classes together to a layer which we don't need to separate the incorporate or non-incorporate places here into a new layer, which including all this first feature layer and second layer of attributes together here. So this is a merge. So next is about the dissolve. It's also a type of geoprocessing operations. So here has 4 counties: Ashtabula, Trumbull, Mohawk, and Columbiana. So between those each country we have boundary. So this is the 4 county. So we have 4 polygon around each county. So we wanted to like dissolve those boundary line, make this 4 polygon into a big polygon here. So this is what dissolve doing. Just basically combines polygons with these similar attributes together. So after we get this big polygon, we may want to extract the objects from this layer, from one layer based on the geometry of a second layer. So this is a major load in the Ohio. So this is a polygon which we just get it. So we wanted to extract all the loads inside this polygon. So we have to use the clip. So later we're gonna show step by step. So about buffer, so when you create a buffer about like a line feature, so it's basically create a zoom of spatial proximity around a feature or a set of features. So which means this is a load and then you create a buffer around it. This is a buffer. That's how you did here, and then you get this this layer. So here is about the polygon overlay. It's a geoprocessing operation too. So he has a lot of multiple tabs. We have intercept, which is keep the features that are all common to both layers. For the first layer, for the first layer, second layer, we get the features in common in all those layers. So for the identity, it's keep all the features from the first layer along with the features it has in common from the second layer. So the symmetric difference that keep all of the features from both layers except for the layers that they have in common. And for the unit, it's a type of GIS overlay that keep all of features from both layers. For the eraser, so it's very opposite. Obviously, it keep all of the features from the first layer except for what they have in common with the second layer. So for the update, so it's basically keep all features from the second layer as well as those features from the first layer that are not in common with the second layer. So this is how those type of polygon overlay. So next we're going to introduce like a point or line like in polygon on polygon overlay. So those are the point in polygon overlay that results in a new point layer with point has the attributes of the polygon within which they are. So this is how we do. So for example, we get a for the number 2 well, we know this is located in F land parcel. So when you find F, we can get the attribute is the owner attribute is young. So we can get a new attribute table. Here we got like for the well 2, we get a young. This is how we get it. So this is help us to find like when you want to know this each well belong to which land parcel and then who own of that land parcel. Oh, for the line on polygon is similar. So, but here has something you have to pay attention to. For example, this is load, and then this is the places 1, and then here is place 2. Here's place 3. So those places polygon like divide this line to three segment. So for finally you get the attribute table is each segment. For example, this is 1, this is 2, 3. So each segment you will get an individual record, and then for this coordinate to the polygon feature 1, and then this coordinate to the polygon feature 2, and this is the polygon feature 3. So you will get the attribute like this. So you will get all the segment of this load. Yeah, this is how we do it. So next we're gonna introduce the Python ArcPy, which is a Python add-in that allows for ArcGIS tools and the settings to be used in Python scripts. So basically, it's use Python script to do all those geoprocessing operation in ArcGIS. So you can write the Python code to do those instead of do manually. And then next one is this one. It's about the study area for this lab 7 today. So he has this is a full country. So later we're gonna take this out and then do the spatial analysis. Okay, next let's go to the ArcMap. So before we do go to the lab, please download the file from the CUNY Blackboard, and then you will connect the file to ArcMap. So you will get this Ohio geodatabase. Inside this geodatabase has 5 feature classes. So here is Ohio County. Ohio, like this is including 8 counties in Ohio. And this is Ohio incorporated place and Ohio non-incorporated place, which we just introduced it. So later we're gonna have to combine those two together. So this is Ohio major load, and then this is Ohio schools. So before we do, we add the data to this table of content and it shows on the screen. So add data. Make sure it's Ohio geodatabase. So plus shift on the keyboard and then select all the feature classes and then add it to the table of content. So you get, so right now we don't need all of those. We just need the Ohio counties. So before we go deeper, we have to make sure the environment setting is correct. So click the geoprocessing, and then click the environments. And then this workspace, make sure it's under the file which we just downloaded. It's this file is the folder connection, and this it has a chapter 9, and then make sure you add it. So this one for the Scratch workspace, we did same thing. We do same thing as before, as last step. Okay, good. So add this one. For the coordinate system, coordinate. So we have to the same output coordinate system, same as their Ohio counties. And then next is about the extent. Okay, this one is the same as Ohio counties. After all done, it shows the data about the extent. And then after this, click OK. So after you've done the environment setting, we have to make sure this data frame in the proper way. So right click on the data frame. It has data frame property. So under the general tab, we can make sure this one to the meter and then apply. Okay. And then this one for the coordinate system, make sure this one to the here layer. Under the layer has WGS 19084 web locator. Apply and then click OK. Okay, so all the setting is done. So for the next step, so we have to combine the Ohio incorporate place and the Ohio non-corporate place, those two polygon layer together. So let's move on the top for better view. And then let's change. All right. Let's change all those color. So those yellow one is non-incorporate place. And then this blue one is corporate place. So we will try to combine those two together. So what we have to go to the geoprocessing and then add a merge. And then for the input, we choose the Ohio geodatabase. Inside, we choose the Ohio incorporate place. And then next is Ohio non-incorporated places. With those two layers, we wanted to merge together. And then here we give a unit, make sure it's saved under the Ohio geodatabase. And then we give a name, it's all places in Ohio. So make sure here is a feature classes and then save and then click OK. Okay, let's refresh it. It's gonna take a while. Okay, come on right now. So let me uncheck the Ohio country. You see here. So this one is, let me one time. So the yellow one is here. You see, it's all compared to the one layer. So right now we don't need the Ohio incorporate place. We can remove this layer. Then we can remove the incorporate place. We only keep the all places in Ohio here, and then country. So this will get. So we go to the next step. It's about select the study area, which we just introduced it. It's about those layer, like this full country. So what do we have to do? So here, let's keep this on. So here is list by selection, and you click it. He has two selectable. Make sure you only keep the Ohio country selectable. So make sure this unselectable. Click this one. Okay, so you only leave the Ohio County selectable, and then you go to this one, select a features. Okay, yeah, select the by rectangle. And then you mouse will change to this color. and then you just do this way. Okay, and select, you can do this and select it, click this one, and you can do it again, select the bag. So here you have like an extra polygon selected. So if you don't mind, you can click the hold the shift keyboard shift on the keyboard, and then click left mouse, and then delete those. So this is what we wanted, only 4 of this. And then let's go back to the list by drawing order. And then in this Ohio County place, you right click on it, and then data, and then export data. Let's make those 4 counties to a new feature layer. So select features, use the same coordinate system as this layer's source data, and then click it. So make sure you save the right geodatabase, it's Ohio geodatabase, and then give a name as 4 counties. And then click save, click OK. And then, yeah, we do want to add the export data to the map as a layer. So here we got it. So we don't need the Ohio County right now anymore. We're gonna focus on this study area, and then all places in Ohio. Okay, all good here. So we can, so this is the study area, we get it. So we can zoom in, and then what we have to do next step is about how to dissolve those line, the boundary line between each polygon. So we do go to the geoprocessing, and then dissolve. So this is the place is a 4 county, which we just create 4 counties, right? So this is a large data set for this lab, so you have to make sure you select the right one. So output feature classes, we give the, make sure you save under the Ohio Geo database. We give a name is about dissolve 4 counties. And save, click OK. Okay, click OK. You see here is processing, and it shows dissolve. That means it's still under dissolve processing. So after we done, we get this one. So this is a dissolve 4 county. Like as you see on the screen, the boundary line is all gone. So we don't need this 4 county anymore. So we all leave this. So next, we're gonna do the clipping, which after we get this studied area, we want to extract the objects within this study area. So make sure all Ohio major law, Ohio school, and all Ohio places. And then, so we're gonna do clipping next. So let's do the school first, and then go to geoprocessing, and then click. Here's input feature. We can choose the so we can choose the Ohio school, add, and the clip feature. We use the dissolve 4 counties here, which we just get it, and the output feature. So make sure it's under Ohio Geo database. So we can do school in 4 counties, and then click save, and then click OK. Okay, so here we get an old school. Okay, here we get, see the purple color, we get an old school here. School in 4 counties. So right now we don't use school anymore, we can remove it. Okay, school in 4 counties, yeah, this we got. So next, same thing, we're gonna get the major load. We use the geoprocessing, and then clip, and the input feature this time is major load, Ohio major load. So the clip feature is the same, it's dissolve 4 counties. And then for the output feature, we give a name is major load in 4 counties. And then click save and then click OK. You see here is showing clipping, that means it's processing right now. Okay, good, it's successful here. So you see this load, and so we don't need this load anymore. So Ohio major load, we can remove it. So for the next, we're gonna do all places, Ohio, those places. So same thing, we go to the geoprocessing and then click. And then this time the input feature gonna be all places in Ohio, which we just merged together. And then the click feature, same, is dissolve for counties. So we give a name. Make sure it's under the Ohio geodatabase. Give a name is places in 4 counties. And then click save and then click OK. Okay, here, see, we get all the places, so we don't need all places anymore. Okay, we got all those. So this is all the basic features and study area we have right now. So after we get all of this, next we wanted to create a okay, let me see. I think that you can answer the question something. Give me 1 minute. How many schools are within 4 county region? Yeah, for the question 9.1. So here asking how many schools are within the 4 county region. So you can check the school in 4 counties. So you can open the attribute table. You will see here has 300. So you can answer those questions after you do those step by step. So for the next, what do we have to do? After you get all those features in this study area, so what do we have to do? We want to create a half-mile buffer around major load. We want to know which school is near the major load. Yeah. So what do we do? Geoprocessing and the buffer. For the input feature, we choose the major load. The major load in 4 counties. Major load in 4 counties, add. And then for the output layer, we want to give a name is half-mile buffer. Half-mile buffer. And then click save. So for here setting, we have to make sure it's a linear unit. And then make sure the units is miles. And then here is a 0.5 half mile. And then for the set type, we select 4. And then for the end type, run, and then for the masses. But for the dissolve tab, we have to choose all. This is, yeah. Okay. And then after do this, we click OK. Here is showing buffer, that means it's processing right now. Okay, here we go. Unclick it, you can see. You can check it. Okay, let's doing checking how it look like. See, this line is a load, and then those areas, blue area is a buffer around the load, half miles. Yeah, this is a half-mile buffer. So we get all those. So next, what we need to do is, so after you created the buffer, you can answer some questions. Select only those schools within the buffer. we want to get all the school within the buffer. Like this school is out of the buffer, we won't pick it, but we only pick those school under the buffer. What are we gonna do? So last lab we learned the select by location. So here we select the select method. We use select feature from. So we use the school in 4 counties. And then here we use the buffer, half-mile buffer as the source layer. And then here we are within feature layer. So we want to select the features under the feature layer. Within the source layer, features. So after we done, we apply, and then we click OK. So here has some schools picked. So after you do this, you go to the school info county and right click on it and then open the attribute table. So you will see he has some data is selected. You can answer those questions like how many within there. So after you done this, we can click clear selection. Okay. So for the next, which I want to introduce is about the overlay, buffer, polygon, and the place polygon, which polygon and the polygon overlay. So it's about buffer polygon, the places polygon. Okay. So sometimes you want to find a score like within a place at the same time within a buffer. So we can do this. So geoprocessing and the intercept. And then for the input feature, we have to choose those two polygon feature classes, which we want to overlay together. So here we wanted the buffer one, half-mile buffer. And then another one is the places. We supposed to choose the places in 4 counties. Only in this study area, place. Here we go. Make sure here the feature classes. Add. So we have those. So we're gonna save this to okay, I'll give a name. Let's see which name we have. We gonna give how about we give buffer and the place. Okay, so save and then click OK. Oh, click OK. Okay, you get all those you see this little okay. Let's check. So those are the place which we get it. Let's do zone to layer. Yeah, those are the place we get it. So after this, you can use the. So he has a question on the PDF. Now Windows 7. 6. He'll be asking you of the like how many of them are considered to be a free visit city of county? So you will get all of this. After this, you select the band location. You can use select a band location. Make sure the school in 4 countries is on. So select a band location, and then to answer the question, then put in 9 switch. Yeah. So and then here in the question want to know how many schools are in this buffer and places. So here's a target. There is a school in 4 counties. And then here is buffer and places. within the source layer features. Good, and then apply, and then click OK. So here, and then after that, you go back to open attribute table. So you will get it here. This is the number of it. So here, like if you want another one, you can. If you wanted the school not in those places, you can switch selection. So here get all the school not in the buffer and the places. So you can answer the question 9.7, I guess. Yeah, this is how we do it. So we can clear the selection. Okay, so for next step, what do we have to do? For this, one more thing, maybe you have to answer the question. You have to get all the school out. So select by location same. This is same. Okay, apply and okay. Here, open the attribute table. So here it's school. So you want the school not in both places. So switch the selection, and then you will get this. And then after you select it, you wanted to click data and export data. Select feature, and this so here we get a name. Give a name. Make sure it's under the geodatabase. And here you can give like a school order school order set of 4 counties. School order set, yeah, it's good. School order set, yeah, and then after that you click save and you click OK, and then yes. So you will get this one, you can right click on it, you will get the attribute table of this one. So you will have some questions ask you, like you can use this attribute table to do it. Let me see what's the question though. It will ask you like the school not near the, like how many of it, yeah. And then you can use the select the by attribute table to answer it. So this is pretty much about it. So next big thing we're gonna do is we wanted to find the places point in. Next we're gonna do is point in polygon overlay, which is for we want to find the school in this 4 counties area. It's in the place and buffer area. So what we're gonna do select make sure the school in 4 countries is on, and then make sure the buffer and the places is on. So select by location. Oh, sorry, it's so point for point, place and buffer. Okay, geoprocessing, intercept. Here you can click on it for the image wheel, and then you pick the data set. So you will choose buffer and places, and next you choose the school in 4 country. School. This one, and then make sure this one the page color says add, and then after that you make sure this so this is O and this is the input, yes. Yes, and then click OK. Okay, you will get the buffer and the places intercept here. And then when you open the attribute table, you will get those. You will get all of those school and then the locations, which city, the city name here. You can according to this and answer the questions, which is in the PDF. Yeah, this is pretty much about it. for today. And the next, which I want to show is how to use the ArcGIS. It's you can go to the Windows and then open the not this one because okay, let me see window. Oh yeah, sorry, it's a geoprocessing and then Python. So here you can so in your answer sheet you don't have to this, you can import ArcGIS. And then after you're done, you click enter, and then here you can do, for example, you want to merge two places, like you want to do the merge, you can add py.env workplace, and then equals to the location where you save the file. So this is the place where I save my file, and you just copy the path, and then go here. And then next is do the ArcGIS merge. And then lowercase management, it shows up. Okay, management. And then here you will have to enter the ohio.go.gdb, and then Ohio in place CS. And then next is how GO.GD Ohio. Ohio.gb Ohio non in places, and then this, and then what do you want to call the name, which we want to call Ohio go.db GDB, and then we want to call this Ohio all places. Let's see where we get it. Oops. Oh, those are the I gonna show this. I think some. Oh, not exist or is not support. Okay, I think the file name. So it's gonna do like this. But this one I think it has some error. This one Ohio Ohio non-equal places. Oh, I will show this in the class. Yeah, in this tab is not including in the homework, but I will show this in the class. Bye guys.